Hello everyone, this is Suad. Today I'll be talking about changing the stories you tell yourself if you want to change your life. A powerful story leads to a life of opportunity, and unfortunately, the stories we tell ourselves moment by moment about who we are and what we went through are mostly negative and disempowering. We carry with us so much hurt, pain, and resentment towards some people from our past. We blame them for our failures, depression, and misfortune. We carry this resentful feeling with us throughout our lives. We feel we are the victims. If we don't pay attention and revise our stories about our past experiences, we will never reach our true potential, and we will never know what we are truly capable of achieving and becoming. Let me ask you a question. Can you trust your earliest childhood memories? Can you? Think about it. Do you realize that whatever you remember about your childhood memories are most likely all made up? They are fabricated. Holding on to false memories from childhood can have a great impact on you, especially if they are sad and depressing memories. They can be detrimental to your well-being. Memories from the age of 3 are most likely false. They either neither happened or they're misinterpreted. We are all unreliable narrators of our own stories as we go through life, and we end up being stuck where we are and we wonder why. If you want to change your life, you must change the stories you tell yourself about anything, not just about your childhood. What if you look at your story from someone else's perspective? What if you put yourself in their shoes? What do you think it will happen? Do you think it will change the way you look at your past? Do you think you would change the way you look at that particular person you have issue with? Would you feel any different? Would you be more sympathetic towards that person you're having big issues with and believe they cause you so much pain and suffering? You see, when we feel lonely, hurt, rejected, or any sort of negative feeling, we create all kinds of distorted stories through a very narrow lens that we don't even know we're looking through. You need to go through revision. You might believe, for example, that one or both of your parents didn't love you as a child, so you grew up feeling unlovable, unworthy, not enough. You most likely have lived your life begging for love and not getting it, craving love and attention, and being so needy and desperate and attracting the wrong partners who make you feel like you need to earn love and work hard to be loved. When that special someone tells you, I love you, you lose all your common sense because they hit your weakest point. I know the feeling. I was there one point in my life. Very familiar to me. You might feel some kind of resentment towards one or both of your parents because you feel that they didn't give you the love and affection and attention you needed as a child. What about if you try something different this time? What about if you look back at your childhood and observe how that person whom you have an issue with was acting towards you and how was their situation? What were they going through at that point, at that time? What kind of life they had? Did their actions show that they didn't love you, or maybe just didn't know how to express it? Maybe they were going through their own personal struggles that you knew nothing about. Maybe they were stressed out and depressed. Their coldness had nothing to do with you. Maybe your parents didn't get along with each other and that had nothing to do with you. Or they had their own issues and struggles to deal with and they did the best they knew how. It wasn't enough for you, but that was their best. I want to share with you my own personal story that I have never shared before on social media, and I have rarely ever talked to anyone about, not even with my own family. I just kept it to myself. You see, I always felt that my dad didn't love me, and it made me feel so sad. It really hit me hard and made me sad and lonely. I felt like I didn't belong. I felt like I were an orphan. So I grew up feeling empty, feeling like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthy of anything that's good. I was always chasing and begging for love, and I didn't get it. I didn't believe I could be successful or have an amazing romantic relationship because I didn't feel I was worthy. I didn't feel I had what it took. I didn't feel I had anything of value to offer anyone. I felt worthless. I thought reaching for the stars were meant for someone else, but not me. I have done a lot of work on myself throughout the years, starting from when I was in my 20s, way back. But I couldn't shake the feeling of being unlovable. Till one day, I heard about changing the story you tell yourself will set you free from your painful past. And I was excited to do it. I was surprised to remember things I never thought of before, because I was telling myself for years the same story over and over again. I didn't see anything else. I didn't entertain any other ideas. That was my truth, my reality as I saw it. I said it to myself almost every day. I believed it and I lived it. You can imagine what kind of quality life I had keeping those damaging thoughts active in my mind. You know, internal dialogue has a significant impact on our own emotional state, as well as the lives we allow ourselves to live. Whatever you focus on expands. So be aware of your thoughts throughout your day. So as I looked back into my own childhood, all of a sudden I started to remember things I never thought of. Not even once, never, ever. I remembered all the sacrifice my dad made for me. He always put my siblings and our well-being ahead of his needs. And I had so many examples of that. I don't want to mention it now. I don't want to make the video too long. But he worked so hard, really hard. He worked almost all the time to provide for us. It's true that my dad never said to me he loved me. And he never said it to anyone else. That's how he was brought up. That's how he is. He came across as cold and distant, but he was there whenever I needed him as a child. And even today, he is my rock. I know I can count on him. He got my back. I have no doubt about that. He still doesn't tell me he loves me. Still, I've never heard it. Never. But I can see it in his eyes that he does love me. I have no doubt about that. I also remember that he had a really tough life and he was emotionally hurting in silence. He had so much on his plate. He wasn't making much money and he had so many bills to pay and 8 kids, a wife and his mom to feed. He didn't get along with his wife, which is my mom. With my mom, she wasn't his type, not physically because she was gorgeous, but he thought they were not comparable. He also hated his job. People in his work were always trying to cause him problems and get him fired. And on top of all of that, my siblings and I were not good to him. We were not respecting him. We feared him, but we didn't respect him. And he knew and felt that. How do you think that must have made him feel? That must have been really awful. I can't even begin to imagine how he must have felt knowing that. Now, I look at my past in a completely different lens. I have started to see my dad in a totally different light. What changed? Nothing has changed except I, for the first time in my life, put myself in his shoes, which made me have so much love, compassion, and respect for him. Now I know I have always been loved. He loved me his way, not my way. Even though he never said it, he showed it through his actions over and over again. I feel like I got a second chance in being truly happy, peaceful, and free. Now I can say it and mean it, and I don't need to fake it anymore. I know it, I feel it, and I am certain of it. I am lovable. I am lovable. Yes, I am lovable. Nobody can take that away from me. I am lovable. Nobody can convince me otherwise. I am lovable. Remember to do the same. Change the story you tell yourself. You would change your life like it has changed mine. My life has been forever transformed. I am signing off. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And check out my other videos. See you next time. Bye-bye.